Peragus is pretty much a fuel mining facility. And the Peragus station is this mining facility inside this asteroid that they clearly dug out. But anyway, if you skip the prologue, this is where, almost where things start. You have to go through one more cutscene, and then the main game starts. You see this HK unit. Then he gets fried. This actually explains quite a bit as to what happened prior to everything, so you aren't completely left in the dark.
Awake.
Ah, creepy old lady voice. You're gonna get used to that voice quite a bit, unfortunately. I have no idea what these floor panels are, but they come to life and you come to life as well. Then you wake up probably a little bit groggy, but at least you're alive. And you're now in the Peragus mining facility. This is pretty much going to take quite a while, but I'm going to try to go through it as quickly as possible. Understand that this is a big game. It's going to take about 6, 7, 8 hours to get through Peragus. I could try to speed things up, but who knows?
Still examining the survivors of the damaged freighter. Looks like it goes by the name of the Ebon Hawk. Only one survivor, placed in the KOTOR tank for recovery. The carbon scoring on the vessel suggests it was in a battle, but no indication of who fired on it. Couldn't get much from the Nava computer. I'm surprised the ship was able to make it inside the Peragus asteroid field without the asteroid drift charts. Aside from the lone survivor, we recovered an old woman. No life signs. There was also a protocol droid and a utility droid on board. Sent both down to maintenance while security sorts through the other items on the ship. It looks like the utility droid, a T3 unit, was able to get the ship working enough to get to the colony. We're prepared to...
Right. Now for the more interesting log.
Could be a Jedi. But we won't know for sure until we get the transmission back from the Republic. If the survivor is a Jedi, that would account for the recovery rate. But I'm more concerned that a Jedi here may cause trouble. Some of the miners, especially KOTOR, are already Another accident today. A detonation in the ventilation tunnels. If the lockdown measures hadn't activated, the whole facility would have been destroyed. Got most of the injured to the KOTOR tanks in time, but the rest had to go to the morgue. One of the wounded said a droid caused the accident, but we couldn't get any specifics.
Alright, so as you can tell, things are kind of going to hell. Anyway, the reason why Korta is so interested in the Jedi is because there is a bounty on the said Jedi. You happen to be a Jedi, even though you don't think you are, everyone else thinks you're a Jedi. And let's just go to the last log and you'll get an idea.
Miners about the Jedi. A number of the droids have been acting oddly, and not even memory wipes seem to be fixing the problem. There was a detonation in another one of the fuel vents the droids were working in. We deactivated several of them and moved them down to maintenance. But we're still treating the plasma burns. That cuts us down to almost half shifts, and with the droids malfunctioning, we may not make the Telos shipment for this month. Fortunately, the detonation didn't cause a lockdown.
Warning. There
How
has
ironic.
been a fuel detonation in the mining tunnels. Emergency lockdown commencing. All personnel report to quarters and prepare for emergency venting countermeasures.
No! If the ventilation systems are malfunctioning, evacuate the medical bay! Everyone evacuate!
Alright. So things pretty much went to hell. Patient life signs, you're the only one dead. Or, you're the only one alive, I should say. Patient treatment, all subjects were treated for severe plasma burns. Last treatment request resulted in death for all subjects except you, who was reduced to minimal life signs. Medical bay function. We can unlock the medical storage room, get ourselves some supplies, then unlock the door to the morgue, because we definitely need to go to the morgue. Alright, here we go. Yes, I know what chemicals do. Med packs, that's what I really want. Of course, more chemicals to make more med packs, but let's start one thing at a time. This lady? Wait. I thought... Nah, never mind. Anyway, this guy. He has a plasma torch on him. I don't know why he does. I don't know why the morticians didn't take that away from him. It's not my problem.
Find what you're looking for amongst the dead?
Yeah. I guess I should say, thought you were
Close to
dead.
death. Yes, closer than I'd like. You have the smell of the KOTOR tank about you. How do you feel? I am Kreia, and I am your rescuer, as you are mine. Tell me, do you recall what happened? Your ship was attacked. You were the only survivor. A result of your Jedi training, no doubt.
I have no idea how Kreia got onto that ship.
Your stance, your walk tells me you are a Jedi. Your walk is heavy. You carry something that weighs you down. So it would seem. Keep
This will
your
all make
past
sense
and let us
after a
focus on the
while.
now.
For the meantime, it's gonna be a little bit... I don't know. Nothing's gonna make sense, but anyway.
I do not know. I was removed from the events of the world as I slept. A survey of the surroundings. The ship we arrived... We were attacked once, and I fear our attackers will not give up the hunt so easily. Without transport, weapons, and information, they will find us easy prey indeed. Even as I slept, I felt much unrest here. I saw strange visions, minds colored with fear. Now, everything here feels terribly silent. A last word of caution. I would find out as much as you can about this place quickly. I fear we will need to depart as suddenly as we arrived.
Faster than we arrived.
You may wish to extend your search to some clothes, if only for proper first impressions. I'm not offering to help you. I'm not so young as to leap from death's door as quickly as you. I leave you to the explorations of this place. Here I will remain and
Larger
attempt to center
world.
myself.
Oh yeah. So, I was actually in the middle of playing this game while the update was happening, so... To put it simply... I need to open that door. But to put it simply, the achievements for early on are achievements I didn't get, but I got achievements for all the later stuff. Anyway, let's get that open.
Emergency lockdown overridden.
Now we have a vibro cutter. Looks good to me. I know what a vibro cutter is. It's good. Save the game. I don't really want to do a cloud save. Alright. It's all gonna be saved on my hard drive. Works for me. There we go. Doesn't look like there's anything here. rid of that thing. Basically, this game has a very D&D-like combat mechanic. Obviously, click on the attack you want to do, and then it all depends on the character from there on out. However, I found that when it comes to this game, when it comes to Asfield Republic 1 and 2, you can affect how the outcome you can affect the outcome of battle by just being a little bit tricky, such as, you know, attacking a melee person, then retreating, and attacking a melee person again, then retreat. You can pretty much have a level 1 character destroy a Sith Master just by doing something like that. Granted, it would take for fucking ever, but that's, you know, aside the point. And I should probably get myself a plasma torch in that way, so I can switch as such, get the items. Ion grenades are going to be a wonderful godsend in Peragus. Anyway, so far so good.
There is much energy in the room beyond, yet it stems from nothing that lives.
Yeah, that means droids.
Can you not sense them? Reach out. Cast aside your sight. Cast aside what you see, and instead reach out with your perceptions.
And there we go.
You
We have
can
droids.
feel them. The droids you cannot perceive, but the small oscillations of energy, that you can feel, echoing outwards. Ah, you hear it. It is the Force, you feel. It has not been so long as for you to forget.
Oh boy, this character has probably the most interesting story out of any Star Wars character out there. And his separation from the Force is pretty much key to that. And I don't know if I should tell you this because it's kind of spoilerific, but yeah, I won't.
Do not turn away from it. Listen. Feel it echoing within you.
But basically, it explains why everything that this guy goes through, every place he goes, everything he does, everything just turns to absolute shit. Alright. Let's upgrade. Let's take a look at the skills. Going to increase awareness and persuade. Okay. Feats, unarmed specialist, and foreign sensitive. That's always good. Can't do anything with that. What is that? Dueling. That works. Powers, oh yeah. You can get many powers from there. The best one in this situation, considering we're pretty much going to be fighting droids from here until the next time you level up. So, get that, accept that, close. Container is empty. Good riddance. There we go. Generally, I tend to create a character that excels in flurry. It's a very simple way of dealing with it. Actually, I'm going to... Yes, I know what pausing does. Jeez. chance. Like I did. I don't know... Well, I know what a save means, I just don't know what in that context. And apparently I cannot force jump yet. Unfortunate, I think. Yes, I nodded. I know this game tries to make you do baby steps, unfortunately, but alright, looks like that's good to go. Of course, it would be a good idea to kill all these things. There we go, kill all things. Emergency supplies. I believe there's a medkit in here. Yep. Memory does serve me right, thankfully. Alright, that looks good. Everything looks good. Now someone's gonna be here.
Beyond this door, someone yet lives. Be mindful. His thoughts are difficult to read.
And there's a reason why his thoughts are difficult to read.
You have nothing to fear from this one, and he might yet prove...
Let me recall, I think I need to go into the control panel over here, then deactivate it that way. There we go. Deactivated the force field. Everything looks good to go. And things seem golden.
Nice outfit. What, you miners change regulation uniform while I've been in here? Security claimed I violated some trumped-up regulation or another. Take it up with them if you want. But they stopped listening to me shortly before they stopped feeding me. Now that's criminal.
Well, funny because everyone else is dead.
Atten Rand. Excuse me if I don't shake hands. The field only causes mild electrical burns. You mean before or after that Jedi showed up? Either way, it's a real short story. You see, this Jedi shows up, and you know what that means. Where there's one Jedi, the Republic will soon be crawling up your ion engine in no time. But the story gets better. See, some of the miners get it into their ferrocrete skulls that since the Jedi's unconscious, they can collect the bounty the exchange has posted for live Jedi. Well, what passes for the law here didn't like that idea. So the two groups started fighting.
Then there was some big explosion, and then I was sitting here for a long time, waiting for some half-naked miner to show up and ask a bunch of questions.
Don't know much about it. Maybe the exchange wants one as a trophy, or somebody's got something against Jedi and is looking to collect. Not many Jedi left. Wouldn't surprise me if the bounty's pretty high. The ones that weren't killed in the Jedi Civil War ended up switching off the lightsabers long ago. Word is there's not even a Jedi Council anymore, but who knows? Yeah, Revan, Malak, and the Jedi that went to join them in the Mandalorian Wars. They turned against the other Jedi and had a scrap that almost laid waste to the galaxy. Where have you been?
Well, I wasn't there, but like all Sith, Revan and Malak turned on each other. After they turned on the Jedi, of course.
I guess. There's rumors all over space about it.
So, pretty much
All I
that
heard was
option
Revan
tells you
returned to
what
Malak after
Revan
trying to kill her
did,
in the first
or
place.
in other words,
You know,
your
women.
character in the first Knights of the Old Republic. And Revan was a man, not
Maybe
a woman.
you're right. Maybe I just
Though this
hoped Revan
person
was a
should
woman.
be a woman, my character, but it doesn't matter.
Look, no offense or... Hey, wait a minute. You're that Jedi the miners were talking about. Where is everybody? From my beautiful view in this security cage? Look, I heard some explosions, some emergency alarms, some toxic gas pouring out of the vents. Maybe none of them survived whatever happened. And if they're all gone... Look, hey, let me out and I can help you. I can. I've gotten out of trouble countless times. This facility isn't a military installation, which means we may have a chance. You shut down this cell's security field and I can reroute the emergency system so we can get to the hangars. We grab a ship and then we fly out of here.
So,
Great.
this guy is
Now to
pretty
business.
much the Han
Let's get to the
Solo
command
of the
console.
KOTOR universe. And he's better than that pretty boy, Karth.
Alright, here we are.
Oh God.
Now this console is set on automatic hail. You may have heard it when you came in. The asteroid drift charts are constantly being updated, so it sends out a transmission to incoming vessels so they don't get crushed into space dust. The hail warns them to keep their distance until orbital drift charts are transmitted, and then provides docking instructions to incoming ships. Usually, thing is, you can bounce that same transmission back to the comm here, and suddenly you've got access to the communication system from the inside. Pure Pazak. The console's ours. Now, all we need to do is reactivate the turbo lifts, cancel the emergency lockdown. Hey! This system's been severed from the main hub, after it was locked down from remote. You can't even reroute the system, it's been cut clean. No. Someone tried to lock down this whole level tight, and leave us here. Trapped.
Huh. Well, that's kinda creepy.
I doubt it. All we have is communications back. For all the good trying to shout in a vacuum will do us. Be my guest. Not much else we can do.
Alright. Just need to go to the administration computer, access the comm systems, and just because I want to cut this a little bit short, I click the hangar because that's where the T3 unit is.